Hey, it's Mel in the kitchen. Today we're going to just make a nice little Valentine supper, light and simple. Some grilled chicken seasoned to perfection, marinated in some cherry tomatoes and some wonderful sauce. Red wine, a little bit of scallions, a little bit of love, and a lot of garlic. I know, can you smell it? So first ingredient we're going to get out the onions and the fresh garlic. These need to be diced to perfection so that they don't get in the way of every bite that you take in your great sauce that you're going to be simmering over a couple of hours. Let's first open up this can of sauce. It's already starting out spicy, but I'm going to take it up a notch, Emerald style. So let's put that in the pot and add a little water. Get all that essence out of the can. Don't waste a drop, it's really good. Next we're going to take some fresh garlic and we're going to dice that, 1 or 2. That should be enough for this size pot. But before I put it into the sauce, I'm going to pan sear it in a little olive oil. That's always important to do. It adds a little extra flavor. So we're going to take some extra virgin olive oil, a little garlic salt just to enhance the garlic. So we're going to turn a low flame under here. Get that started. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I was born caliente. Well, I like to put a little bit of red pepper flakes into every sauce I make. Be as generous or as lenient as you choose, but I like to pour it on. About 1/4 teaspoon. Next we are going to add a little garlic salt to the mix. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now we're dicing the fresh garlic. This is always fun. Don't forget, we're going to sear this in a little bit of virgin olive oil, a small pan. Put the olive oil in. So by the time it warms up, it'll be ready. We'll turn a low flame under that. You know, cooking can be very relaxing unless you don't enjoy it and you're under pressure to make some good meals. But believe it or not, for pennies on a dollar, you can make an exciting meal with just a few ingredients and on any budget that will make everyone who eats it feel like they've been treated like royalty. I like to do this every few days because I can freeze it, save some for work, take some leftovers to my friends. It's a good bribe. When you have a good home-cooked meal these days, you can use it for your own good. I enjoy sauce. I enjoy tomatoes. I think they have great vitamins in them. And if you're allergic, I feel sorry for you because it's really good for your eyesight. It's good for your blood. So we're just going to dice up a couple of cloves of garlic. All done. And this should be about right about now. So there we go, in the pan. I'm going to take some regular yellow onion. Take a chunk of that as well. And little servings go a long way to add flavor and texture to your sauce. So this is one of my favorite things to do. I've gotten so good that the onions don't even make me cry anymore, unless they're really fresh and I'm really sensitive. But right now, this is good. So we're going to take these onions, throw those in with the garlic, get a little pas de deux. No, we're going to get a little family reunion here. Just add a splash of that extra garlic flavor. And let's sear these. You know, garlic is good for your heart. It just adds something special to your meal. It's the staple of so many Mediterranean and so many Italian dishes. And look how robust they are as a people. So take a hint. carry some Listerine with you. We're going to let that simmer for just a moment. The chicken. Chicken hasn't been prepared yet. I'm taking some boneless chicken thighs. I'm taking a pan, sear them in all the special seasonings that I want before I lay them into the sauce. So for me, I always add laurel leaves, I always add bay leaves to my sauce as well. It brings out extra flavor. And a little bit of thyme. You know, we never have enough time. Well, you have enough time. It's in the jar. This is mine. So let's check on those grilling vegetables. Haha. See how they're coming along. Make sure you keep them on a low to medium heat. We don't want them deep fried. This is not Duke's or Fridays, okay? Just make this dish simple. As soon as they're browned on the edges is when I'm ready to throw them into the sauce. So, smells good in here, but I don't have that scent on my camera, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. The chicken, really good pieces, hearty pieces. Give me a second. I like to take these, put them into a bowl. Remember to always wash your hands when you're handling raw chicken. Salmonella is still a threat to society, okay? So don't ever forget, especially when you're teaching someone else, to make sure that you rinse your hands. Now I rinsed the chicken already. Didn't want you to hear the running water. And I hear that sauce popping a little bit, so we're going to turn that down because we don't want that to get hot too fast. Back to these. Okay, they're ready to go in. Let's turn that off. And we go in with that. Now I'm going to add some crushed tomatoes to this, as well as some extra sauce. We're just trying to really stretch this out to make a great meal for about 5 people with decent appetites. So let's move this out the way. Chicken, let's season it with some garlic powder, garlic salt, some Lawry's. We're going to sear that in the pan as well. We're not going to put any batter on it. This is very natural. Salt and pepper, a little sea salt, a little pepper. Because everything kind of cooks together. So the next thing I told you, and I mentioned earlier, we're going to put some white wine or red. It doesn't matter. They all simmer down when they get in there. So it'll just bring out the flavor. So there's the pepper. If you have some special seasonings that you like that are your secret ingredient, don't hesitate to add them now. I always do it at the end when it's already cooked a little bit. But right now, a little Trader Joe's. We'll just put like an ounce. That's fine. Wine, to me, always brings out the flavor of the sauce. There's some ingredients in there that kind of mix with it once. It's kind of like when you drink it before you have your meal. Makes your food taste better. Well, the way I use it is I put it in during the cooking process. And then it infuses a little extra layer of something that I can't quite explain. But some master chef somewhere could explain all the dynamics of the interaction. But the heat just brings out the flavor of the grapes and infuses it with the tomatoes, and it makes a wonderful balance to this dish. Yeah, we're dirty in a lot of pots, but it's okay. When you cook, do it with love. Because don't you really enjoy a meal that's home cooked? I think it's such a rare thing these days, but in this economy, there's so many more people that don't know how to cook than you imagine, because those are all the people that used to go out to dinner every night. Well, I've been home cooking for a while, and I try to have all the good ingredients that I enjoy. Vegetables and fruits and salads and all that good stuff, and a lot of water. But it all comes together to create a balanced diet. So eat with me and you'll be fat-free, unless you eat all the cake that I just had.